Hi guys, welcome to the second lesson of Alpha English Center. So in this lesson, we will be able to achieve three learning objectives. The first one, you guys will be able to use 7 new words about the topic countryside. The second learning objective is to write 5 sentences using comparative structure. And the third learning objective is to write a short paragraph to compare the life in the city and the countryside using comparative structure. Okay, so now let's learn some vocabulary about this topic. The first word, if you are in the class, the offline class, so I will give you the pronunciation and you will write the word. But here, you see the first word, peaceful. It is an adjective. For example, the countryside is more peaceful than the city. The second word that we learned in this lesson is harvest. Harvest. Please note that this sound E here, it is short E, so we say, do not say or do not pronounce harvest. No, harvest. Harvest. It sounds like dead, right? Harvest. For example, farmers work hard during the harvest season. The next word that we learned in this lesson is fresh air. Fresh air. For example, children in the countryside enjoy fresh air every day. Fresh air is a noun phrase. The next word that we learned in this lesson is traditional. Traditional. An adjective. You can see the example here. Villagers often wear traditional clothes, at festivals. Villagers often wear traditional clothes at festivals. And for this word, please note that do not say clothes, because when you say clothes, it has a totally different meaning. So we say clothes, clothes. Yeah, that is a special case. The next one, vast, vast. The ending sound here is st. And it is an adjective. There are vast fields of rice in the countryside. We move to the next word. Herd cattle. Herd cattle. This is a verb, right? And cattle here means like cows, or in Vietnam we have buffalo, right? My grandfather herds cattle every morning. The last word that we learn in this lesson is close-knit community. Close-knit community. For example, countryside life creates a close-knit community. And it is a noun phrase. So when you are at home, you can make more sentences with 7 words that we have learned. Or you can use the materials of the handout that I uploaded onto Drive folder. And for the practice drills, you can match the words with their meanings. And here, let's have a quick check. So here, you see, we have these letters. A, very large in size. For example, fields, right? B, to take care of farm animals like cows, as I said earlier. C, calm and quiet without noise. D, a community where people help each other. E, the time when crops are collected. F, clean, unpolluted air. G, following old customs or ways. And you see the first word, peaceful, right? The matching meaning of it is as C, calm and quiet without noise. The second word, harvest. Harvest, not harvest, no, harvest. The matching meaning is letter E, the time when crops are collected. In Vietnamese, its meaning as when it is a verb, it is thu hoạch. And when it is a noun, it means mùa thu hoạch, mùa màng. The word number 3, fresh air. The matching meaning is letter F, clean and unpolluted air. The word number 4, traditional. The matching meaning of S is a letter G, following old customs or ways. And in Vietnamese, okay, it means truyền thống, right? The word number 5, vast. The matching meaning of vast is letter A, very large in size, and we have some synonyms like large, big, or huge. The word number 6, herd cattle. The matching meaning is letter B, to take care of farm animals like cows. And the last one, close-knit community. For sure, the matching meaning is the remaining letter D, okay? A community where people help each other. Yeah. Okay, so you can do further practice at home if you are absent in this lesson. Okay, and we have one more drill. Okay, to practice using the words that we have learned. And you see in this task, so you are asked to fill in the blanks, okay, in those sentences to complete them. And we see, the sentence number 1, every autumn farmers work hard during the harvest season to collect rice and vegetables. So I see that many students in my class, you pronounce this word like vegetable or vegetable. Okay, for this one we say vegetable, vegetables. Okay, please take notes. The second sentence, my grandparents love living in the village because the fresh air is clean and good for their health. The word number 3, the sentence number 3, in the countryside, you can see vast fields of green tea plants stretching for miles. The sentence number 4, villagers often wear traditional clothing during local festivals, right? Number 5, it is so peaceful in the countryside at night, you can only hear crickets and frogs. Number 6, my uncle wakes up early to herd cattle on his farm. And the last sentence number 7. Everyone in our village knows each other. It is a real close-knit community. Okay. So here we have done the first learning objective in this lesson, and we move to the second part. Okay, practice writing 5 sentences using comparative structure. So before writing, so let's revise on comparison. Here you see, we use the comparative structure to compare 2 things or 2 people. Like, for example, Ho Chi Minh City is bigger than Thanh Hoa City, right? So we are comparing 2 things here. Okay, Ho Chi Minh City and Thanh Hoa City. Okay, just 2 things. Or when we compare 2 people, like you are more beautiful than me. So here you guys should differentiate 2 types of adjectives, so you can use the correct structure of comparative. The first one is short adjectives with 1 syllable. For example, you can see on the screen, right? Big, fat, thin, nice, or long. Okay, just 1 syllable. Okay, and long adjectives, here these adjectives have more than 2 syllables. For example, beautiful with 3 syllables. Difficult, 3, right? Exciting, 3. Interesting, 3. Okay, so we call them long adjectives. So how to form comparative adjectives? Okay, for 1 syllable adjectives, short adjective, we add er ending. Okay, after the word, for example, long, into, or becomes longer, smarter, or bigger. Okay, yes, smart, into, smarter, right? And we have big, into, bigger. Okay. I just want to make it clear for you guys to understand. Okay, For some adjectives that end in E, okay, we just add letter R after the word. For example, large into larger, nice into nicer. Okay, and you see the ending letter is letter E, right? So we just add letter R here. And for some adjectives that end in a vowel and a consonant, so we double the consonant, the ending consonant. You see N here, right? Here as a consonant, and I here it is a vowel, right? And we have 5 vowels in English. Wait, why? Right? So for this case, we double the last letter N, and thin become thinner with 2 letter N's. Okay, big into bigger. Okay, with doubling the letter G. Okay, for some adjectives that end in a consonant in Y, so for this case, we change letter Y into letter I, okay, and we add ER ending, for example, happy into happier, silly into sillier. And we have some irregular comparatives or adjectives like bad into worse, good into better, far into farther or further. And how about long adjectives? Okay, for long adjectives, we add more before the adjective. For example, interesting into more interesting, beautiful into more beautiful. Okay, and here you are asked to practice using the comparative structure. So when you are at home, please choose some city that you like, and you can use the suggested adjectives given in the handout to write at least 5 sentences to compare cities. Okay, and remember to use a comparative structure in your sentences. Okay, so here we have done the second learning objective in this lesson. And the last part in this lesson, okay, it is writing. So you can take a look at the handout, the task 4 in the handout. You follow the instruction and you can read the example given for your reference. Okay, and after that, okay, you can submit your writing to me for feedback. Okay, in this task, you are asked to write a paragraph. Okay, to compare the life in the city and the life in the countryside using the words that we have learned in this lesson. Okay, so that is everything in lesson number 2. Okay, and homework. As I said earlier, you can access the folder on Drive to see the homework. Yeah.